Hey everybody, Kelly Engineering here, and welcome to episode 34 of Journey Across the Void. In between episodes, didn't really do anything. I went to the moon with Galacticraft, but that was just so I could complete the dungeon. I can actually take off all of my Galacticraft stuff because we are done with it for now. Oh, I also made the extremely heavy oxygen tanks because I was using a lot of oxygen. But this episode is not about Galacticraft in any way, shape, or form. It is about Botania. We are going to be getting into Botania. We're going to, at the very least, looking at the quest list, which is massive, we are going to try to get all the way to our mana diamonds, mana tablets, all the way over to this section of the quest list, because everything else is battle related. I also want to automate all of the mystical flowers, and I need to find a new and fun way in order to do that as well. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. So one of the first things that we're going to need to do is grab all of our mystical petals. So I have all of the mystical seeds. Well, I think I have all of the mystical seeds. I made them as one of the first things I did in this pack because I needed dye early on. So that is very lucky for me. And yeah, I only have a couple of them, 10, 10, 10. So yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. Anyway, at the very least, I do have mystical petals, and it's just a matter of, you know what, we're going to throw them all into this crate and move them over to the area. I'm going to set up Botania. I do not have a permanent area for Botania yet, because I need to do a little bit more building on the Triskelion before that happens. Mystical Black, and I think I have more somewhere. Nope, that was indeed all of them. So I'm going to place this crate right here, and I want to limit how much I build on this rooftop. This is going to be the temporary area for Botania. Once I build out the atrium that goes right here and down quite a bit, that is where Botania proper will go. And man, those satellites still look really good. But anyway, let me plant all of these mystical seeds. And then I'm going to go over how I'm going to automate the creation of the mystical petals. So I have crafted all of the mystical flowers, and I have 10, 10, 10 them all. It took quite a while to do, but at least they're 10, 10, 10 now. I'm also going to take 8 of these. Let's see, come on, 8. And we are going to turn these into petal apothecaries. I am not going to use all of the petal apothecaries right now. It's just planning for the future when I do automate all of this. So the thing about automating Botania is it can be a little complicated. It's expected, or the mod was designed to be using vanilla mechanics whenever you're automating, and then later on in the mod you can build a whole bunch of different Botania related items in order to automate. I decided to automate it this way because I haven't been using these cyclic automated users enough. The only downside being is they utilize power, and I don't really like that, but for now, this is absolutely working. I am pulling water from my quantum tank into this fluid tank. The fluid tank is pumping water buckets into the automated user. Oop, and we should probably, get rid of that. There we go. And the automated user does fill up the petal apothecary. So if I were to throw in my 4 petals, you son of a gun. Alright, here we are. Add in 1 more seed, and there we go. I have a pure daisy. And then once the... oh, got just a couple petals over there. Once the bucket has been used, it will go into the output slot, move back down into the fluid tank, fill back up, and just go right back into the automated user. So this is automated for the most part, if not a little bit ugly. Once I have the full Botania area set up, this will be incorporated into the walls. Actually, can the automated user even be painted or hidden in some way? No, it cannot. Dang it. In any case, I do have my pure daisy now, which means I can get my first Botania stone. And here we are. I have living rock and living wood. And I'm going to collect these real quick so I can complete the quests and see what the next thing it wants us to make. Mana spreaders. I can't make shimmer rock right now. I need Bifrost glass, don't I? Yeah, okay. So yeah, mana pools and mana spreaders are going to be next, as well as the runic altar. The sooner that we can make our Endoflames, the sooner we can start generating mana. Once we start generating, I'm going to need to This is a pickle. So the purpose of this episode is not going to be to automate everything in Botania. I want to wait till I'm a little bit more situated as far as Botania is concerned, and I actually have a place to put all of this, a permanent location to put all of this before I automate everything. I want to have 8 petal apothecaries going at all times. There's also the, it was on the first page, wasn't it? Yeah, right here, these living rock bonsai pots. I did a little bit of research on this, and the living rock bonsai pots, if I put saplings in these, I can direct mana towards it. And then, using this bonsai pot manager, well, I direct the mana into the bonsai pot manager, and it will collect everything inside the living rock bonsai pots, and the mana will also increase the growth time of all of my trees. So I want to make a farm based off of this, but that's gonna have to be another episode. Yeah, so once I get a hefty amount of the materials that I want for Botania, I'll start the automation process in earnest. So I'm surprised that a hopper hawk isn't on here. Huh. Oh, I completely forgot to complete the quests for these. Living wood, hopper, and overgrowth seed. Very nice. And living rock is another overgrowth. Am I going to get overgrowth seeds for everything? That'll be fantastic. Overgrowth seeds double the speed that your production flowers, like the Endoflame, they double the speed at which they work. So having those overgrowth seeds is very nice, especially as a quest reward. Yeah, everything else just is whatever. Oh, floral fertilizer. I wish I had noticed that before. I don't really need floral fertilizer because I'm using Agricraft, but floral fertilizer, if you click it on normal grass, it will grow mystical flowers for you. Anyway, moving on to the next portion. The next items we need to make are our Wand of the Forest. And if I'm going to make a Wand of a Forest, I'm going to use a red petal, which is my favorite color, and light blue, which is my branding color. So now that I have these, all I have to do is place them in a diagonal, red petal, blue petal, and I guess that's fine. Alright, so the Wand of the Forest is going to let me bind all of my mana spreaders that I'm about to create to mana pools. And speaking of mana pools, we may as well create one. So, mana pool, and what else do we need to create? It has been, it's not really a secret, but I am not very good with magic mods. I'm more of a tech-based guy, so I struggle quite a bit remembering all of the things that magic mods have to offer because there's just so much stuff. Yeah, I guess the next thing we have to do is make an Endoflame. So the Endoflame is made with 2 brown petals, 1 red petal, 1 light gray petal, add a seed, and here we go. I'm going to make an empty hand and throw in another seed. And now we have 4 Endoflames. I'm going to go set it up real quick and try to automate it as vanilla as possible before we get into automating it the Botania way. So here is the setup that I have right now. I have 4 Endoflames, 2 mana pools, and those mana pools are linked to mana spreaders. And if I get my Wand of the Forest and look at my Endoflame, you'll see that they are also linked to this mana spreader. And whenever you're in bind mode, and in order to switch it, you just shift right click. It's in function mode right now, bind mode, and you just shift right click whatever you want. That little box will appear around it, and then shift right click the item you want it to bind to. You saw that the little light flew over to the mana spreader, and you can also see that the mana spreader has that green line heading to the mana pool. If I go off of my living wand, I don't see that green line anymore, but you know that it is bound to this mana pool. That means that anything that I place in here that the Endoflame will accept, when it generates mana, that mana will go straight to the mana spreader and straight to the mana pool. But we are worried about automating the Endoflames, and the way that people typically do this is rather simple, just with the use of pressure plates and an open crate, also from Botania. The open crate's made very, very simply. It's just living wood planks. And whenever you place it, I'm going to place it right here for now. Just so you can see down at the bottom, there's a hole there. That hole is the only direction that the open crate is able to flow. Also, the open crate does not have an inventory. It needs to be fed by something, mainly a hopper. So I'm going to get my axe back out here, and we're going to set this up for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place 2 pieces of living rock right here, and a third one that's going to get deleted immediately as soon as we place our open crate. So open crate, remove this, and we're going to have a hopper going into the open crate. Now I don't want the hopper to always be flowing coal, which I'm going to be using, into the open crate because it will immediately drop. I need to freeze the hopper with the use of a repeater, with the use of a redstone signal. So we'll place this right here. I need to extend out the grass a little bit, but I can do that in just a second. And bam, this is really how it goes. The second that something drops onto, we'll place that right here. The pressure plate, you'll see that the redstone signal happened, the Endoflame sucked it up, and it is transmitting the mana over here. Yeah, that little green line is the mana transferring over. So long as something is sitting on that pressure plate, nothing more will flow onto the Endoflame, so I'm not wasting resources. We're going to take this automation a little bit further by making some plant interactors. And I'm going to plant a bunch of coal seeds right here. I'm not going to... Oh, wrong direction. Here we go. So yeah, I'm going to place these plant interactors, and I'm going to put down some coal seeds right here. The coal seeds are going to feed into this hopper. And yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to get those wires going. But basically, I don't want to have to come back here and fill up this coal every now and then. And I don't know, it's been like 15 minutes. It's been about 15 minutes. It's used this much coal so far and has not generated me all that much mana to show for it. Well, that's because the Endoflames are they're very slow, but they're also very easy to automate compared to the other ones. So later on I may replace the Endoflames, but for now, as far as mana production goes, it's going to be fine. So yeah, let me go get some coal seeds. I can't remember whether or not I've made coal seeds yet. Yeah, I'm going to get some coal seeds, plant these up, and I'll come back to you when I've had them feeding into the hoppers. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever made, but it is very much functional. Also, I made the plant interactor in the last clip. I needed the plant gatherer. So yeah, the interactor is still in here. The difference being the gatherer will actually put the items that it collects into its output slot. The interactor just broke the crop and placed them on the ground. So yeah, the gatherer is what I needed, but it's going into a crafter tier 1, making me the coal, and then the coal is going into the hopper. I don't need to worry about placing a light source here. Once this gets going and once more than enough coal has been made, yeah, I don't really have to worry about it. These seeds are also not 10-10-10, they're just 1-1-1. I had made coal seeds before for the Ender IO setup, and yeah, I didn't 10-10-10 those either. So this is my setup for mana right now, and I'm probably going to AFK here for a while, at least wait for these mana pools to fill up. Can I make the... Oh, I definitely can't make the Fabulous yet. The Fabulous requires Shimmer Rock. Is there another mana pool that I can make that has a better capacity? Oh, definitely not the Diluted, the Fabulous, and then the Dreaming. What is Botanic Additions? I've never messed with Botanic Additions before, so I have something new to learn. And I need Terra Steel anyway. I'm a long ways off from that. That's perfectly fine, though. I am very happy with my, at least, basis for setup right now. And next episode, I'm going to be ready to make the actual... I need to stop saying actual so dang much. But yeah, next episode, I'm ready to make all of the Botania items. Stuff like the mana diamonds, the mana, I forget what it's called. Yeah, mana pearls. Here it is, mana powder. So I'm going to be ready to make all of those in the next episode. I just need to make the runic altars. I need to make the Alfheim portal. Yeah, that's all going to be next episode. So I am Kelly Engineering, and I hope that you did enjoy this episode. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.